graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Get out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome on into another edition of Play-by-Play with JJ, covering the Philadelphia Phillies. Hopefully you're all doing well. My name is Jason Joseph. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and make sure that you guys turn on those notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when we go live. Phillies are taking on the Colorado Rockies, and after sweeping the Pittsburgh Pirates, well, they're at Coors Field for 4 games in a row. They have a little West Coast road trip, and then they will be going to Sacramento to take on the Oakland Athletics this weekend. There's Warren Schaefer, who is the interim manager who took over for Bud Black, and so he has stepped in as manager, and that's for the Colorado Rockies. Let's get started, man. What's going on? How's everybody doing? There's Kyle Freeland on the mound. 0-6 he is on the season in 45 1/3 of an inning so far. Also has a 6.15 ERA, 35 strikeouts, and 8 walks allowed on the season. All right, let's get our box score up and running. There we go. And let's pull this up a little bit. All right, here's Trey Turner batting in the leadoff spot for the Philadelphia Phillies. They are starting just on time. First pitch, as we are underway, is on the outside corner for a strike. Usually it takes about another couple more minutes, but there we go. Nice. All right, no balls, 1 strike. So the Phillies lineup, it'll be Turner, Harper, Schwarber, Castellanos, Realmuto, Bohm, Sosa, Wilson, and Rojas. And this one's grounded over towards the third baseman. And the throw over to first is going to be in plenty of time. Ryan McMahon over at the hot corner for the Colorado Rockies. All right. So, Phillies, again, their lineup, it'll be Turner, Harper, Schwarber, Castellanos, Realmuto, Bohm, Sosa, Wilson, and Rojas. Here's Bryce Harper as he steps up to the plate. He could use a couple homers in the series, and the first pitch is a knuckle curve, and he swings and misses at it. It was way out of the zone. Phillies love hitting out in Coors Field. Who doesn't, though? 0-1, foul ball. Phillies are in their gray tops, gray bottoms, and Harper has a long-sleeve shirt underneath his jersey. Red helmets with the white P as the logo. Hit it across the head. No balls, 2 strikes, and Freeland kicks, delivers, and this one's grounded back up the middle. Shortstop has it, throws it over to first, and it's dug out by the first baseman, Miguel Taglia. And so 2 up, 2 down. Turner grounded out the third on the 5-3 putout, and Harper grounded over to short. And now bring up Kyle Schwarber to the plate. What are your final score predictions? Let us know down below. Phillies shut out 9-0, says Joe. What's up? He says, go Fightins. Here's Kyle Schwarber up to bat. First pitch that he takes is off the plate and outside for ball 1. Ron Kolpa is calling the balls and the strikes. Corey Blazer's over at first. Manny Gonzalez is the second base umpire. And at third, it's Jonathan Parra. And the 1-0 delivery is a sweeper that's taken at the knees for strike 1. Freeland has a sleeve of tattoos on his right arm, not on the left. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch, good layoff from Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber has struggled against Freeland, just 2 for 15, with a pair of doubles and a triplet of RBI. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch is a cutter that misses wide for ball 3. See that the Cubs are up 7-6 in a high-scoring game against the Miami Marlins. That game's in the bottom of the 7th. Mets are currently down 3-1 to the Red Sox. 3-1 pitch to Kyle, and Kyle spoils it foul. That means that if the Mets lose and if the Phillies win, then the Phillies will be back in first place in the NL East. Freeland with a sinker, a sweeper, a four-seamer, a knuckle curve, a cutter, and a changeup. 3-2 on the way, and it misses down low and outside for ball 4. There's Kyle Schwarber walking over to first base. This season so far, 33 walks for Kyle and 168. Actually, really, it's got to do the math. And almost 200 plate appearances. I always forget, it's not at bat. It's a plate appearance. Nick Castellanos has had a lot of success against Kyle Freeland. Let's see if he can do so here. First pitch, he pops it up out over towards shallow right field. On the run is the right fielder, and he can't find it, but now he does, and he'll make the catch over towards the line. So, Tyler Freeman is the one who catches it, and Kyle Freeland gets out of the inning. That's a tongue twister. All right, we're going to the bottom of the first. No runs, 1 man left. Rockies are coming up to bat. Okay. Let's read some chats. What's going on? JJ's so confident he wore his Flyers cap today. Why not? The one thing I noticed is that I gotta mix up the fashion a little bit. You know, the one thing about baseball is that you can't be like wearing the same stuff. You got to mix it up a little bit. So I had to do that tonight. And I thought, you know what? Tonight's a good night to do it. Why not? Go Flyers. Yes, sir. The air is thinner, so the ball carries further. Yes, it does. Farther. Farther or further. I should know. It's farther. Phillies 5, Rockies 3, says Eagle Auto. Let's get into the starting lineup for the Colorado Rockies. Jordan Beck is going to be leading it off out in left field. Ezequiel Tovar batting second for Colorado, and Hunter Goodman batting third. He's had a really good year. Miguel Toglia is batting in the cleanup spot. Brenton Doyle following him, batting fifth. Ryan McMahon slides down to the sixth hole. Tyler Freeman is batting seventh. Adayo Amador is batting eighth. And Jacob Stallings hitting ninth. And again, if I am mispronouncing something, please correct me, as always. I should know these things, because that's my job. But I'm just saying, if I'm not saying something, call me out. If I'm not saying something correctly. Beck, Tovar, Goodman, Toglia, Doyle, McMahon, Freeman, Amador, and Stallings are the 1 through 9 lineup for the Colorado Rockies. And their opponent will be Cristopher Sanchez. So Sanchez will be taking the hill for Philadelphia. And I'll have to face Jordan Beck first. Rising Rhino is here. His name is JJ. He does the play-by-play. What's up, Rising Rhino? You're the man. Sanchez in his long sleeve, red undershirt, fires the first pitch, and it's in there for strike one. Bell high red socks. That's what he likes to wear. And gray cleats with white laces. The ball is one strike. Sanchez kicks, fires, and there's a sinker that is swung on and missed right down the pike at 95 miles per hour. Sanchez this year, 4-1. His ERA is at a 2.91, and he has 52 punch-outs. The 0-2 delivery is wide for a ball. Aloha, says John Williamson. Good afternoon, everybody. Maybe I missed it, but with Alvarado gone, why not keep Abel up in the bigs? I think he's going to come back. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch misses inside for ball 2 at 96 on the gun. Yeah, I don't know what their plan is. And again, I asked in the poll question, would you think about, what do you think about putting Abel in the bullpen? So if you haven't done so, answer that. 2-2 pitch. Nats fouled away over towards the first base side, and now to play it goes. We'll get to that in just a little bit. Obviously, Cristopher Sanchez, we all know his sinker has been really strong, as well as the changeup. He also has a slider, too, but the hitters are batting 145 against that changeup. That's his out pitch. And speaking of out pitch, there's a 2-2 pitch that swung on and missed. It was not a changeup, though. It was a slider that just cut over towards the inside. And so Sanchez with his first strikeout on the day. Cristopher Sanchez has been really confident with the slider. Ezequiel Tovar is up, hitting over on the right side, and the first pitch that he takes is a 95-mile-per-hour sinker that misses way inside. The Rockies have the second highest strikeout percentage versus left-handed pitching. They're just behind the Angels. And the 1-0 offering, fly ball hit out over towards deep left field. If it's fair, it's gone. And it is gone. So, Cristopher Sanchez leaves a hanger, and Ezequiel Tovar sends it 418 feet and knocks his second homer of the season. And the Rockies will strike first. I think that was supposed to be a slider that was supposed to go low and inside. And Tovar was like, I'm going to belt this. And he did. Right down the middle. That thing went to the epic western sign towards the back of left field. That's a pretty far ways. 1 out. And 1-0 Colorado. And here's Hunter Goodman, their best hitter. He swings and misses at strike one. His average is at .299. He has 7 long balls, and he sends the next pitch foul. Hunter's a catcher. In fantasy, he's listed as a catcher and a right fielder. 0-2 is the count, and the next pitch in there for a called strike 3 at the knees at 96 miles per hour. And Goodman stares at it and walks back to the dugout. 2 punch-outs by Sanchez. It's a backwards K there. I think that Goodman was thinking it was going to go a little bit more inside, and so he was just left guessing. And he's out. Two gone in the bottom of the first. And the pitch is at 95 miles per hour. It's at the knees for strike one to Miguel Toglia. He went 1 for 12 in the first series against the Phillies. His average sits at .209. The windup, and here's the pitch from Sanchez. Another 95-mile-per-hour sinker that catches the knees on the inside corner for strike one. Besides the one-hanging slider, his sinkers have been really on point. The 0-2 pitch, and it's inside and low at 96. Hiya, freaks, says Tracy. What's going on, Tracy? You look like a fan, JJ. Cool. That's what I want. 2 gone, bottom of the first, 1-0 Colorado. And the 1-2 delivery is a changeup that's in the dirt. On the defensive side of the diamond, the Phillies will have Harper at first, Sosa at second. At third base, it'll be Alec Boehm. The shortstop is Trey Turner. In the outfield, from left to right, Wilson, Rojas, and Castellanos. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Cristopher Sanchez strikes out the side. He does allow a homer to Ezequiel Tovar, but we're going to the top of the second, 1-0 Colorado. Sanchez means business today. Orlando says Abel is a starter. Bullpen dude is a starter, but hey, we need any help that we can get. I still think Rangers should go to the bullpen. JJ, what's on your shirt? It's a logo that says Pegasus Sports. That's what it is. Cut Sanchez, says Larry, after the home run. Okay. All right. Hear me out here, okay? Let's go to the monologue screen. I love what Mick Abel was able to do. Okay, no pun intended there. Aaron Nola doesn't, to me, have bullpen stuff. Okay? I'm watching him, and I was watching Mick Abel yesterday, and I was also listening to Jack Fritz talk about this more, too, on the High Hopes podcast that he does. And I thought a little bit more about it, and to me, okay, he's throwing like 96, or he's throwing like 99, 98, okay? And when I'm watching him throw the slider and I'm watching him throw the curveball, I'm thinking to myself, well, he can give you some depth in the bullpen. Obviously, Ranger could too. But I think that, again, like I'm watching him pitch yesterday, and I'm thinking to myself, sure, could this be good starter stuff? Yes. But you're stacked in the rotation. Okay? If you call up Painter, Andrew Painter, I don't want Andrew Painter in the bullpen because Andrew Painter, with the way that he's been rehabbing, it's been sort of like he's been rehabbing like getting back into pitching as a starter. So I would experiment it. Okay, maybe you don't have to make a trade. Maybe you could just try to put Mick Abel in the bullpen and have him eat you a couple of innings. With Abel, it's like, sorry, with Painter, it's like, okay, he's going to pitch one inning here, and now he's going to pitch another inning like the next day, or that changes the whole routine. And I don't want to do that because, again, he's coming off of Tommy John. So I'm willing to try it. And I think it would be interesting to do. I would want Ranger in the bullpen as well. But you have to figure this out. 1-1 strike, and JT Realmuto is up to bat. Aaron Nola, to me, doesn't have good bullpen stuff. He just doesn't. 1-1 strike, and the pitch is popped up towards the first base side and then actually heads over towards the outfield grass, and Amador is going to call off the first baseman, Toglia, make the grab. And the first out is recorded. That thing was popped up a mile high. It's also hardest on the wrist, a change up, that is. What's going on, folks? I know I'm a little bit behind in the chat. Abel had a wicked curveball. He did. And I think that would be really good for him to... So I think that would make him really lethal in the bullpen. I do. He's like a secret weapon. That's what Ranger was a couple of years ago, too. I think that Abel could do that. The ball is 1 strike as Bohm is going to take a strike at the knees. Get the bats going. Looks like Abel was sent back down so he can keep his normal days of rotation and keep pitching because he wouldn't have a spot to start for the next 14 days with the Phillies. 0-1 pitch. That's in there for strike 2. The ball is 2 strikes. And here's the pitch. It's in there. It's actually down low, for a ball. Better not lose to an 8-win team. But for real, JJ, it's nice to be here with you all. I'm happy that you're here as well. One ball, 2 strikes. And the windup and the next pitch, that's in there for strike 3 to Alec Bohm, and he goes down looking at a sweeper. I mean, do you want to send Sanchez to the bullpen? I don't want to send him. I don't want to send Ranger to the bullpen. I don't want to send Wheeler to the bullpen. I don't want to send Luzardo to the bullpen. Someone's going to have to go. The pitch to Sosa. It's grounded over towards the first base side and into right field for a base hit. And then Mundo Sosa able to make some good contact with the baseball, put the ball in play, and good things happen, of course, when that does occur. Just put it right in between the 4-3 hole. First baseman was shifted over towards the first base bag. And second baseman was more so towards the right side of second base, but not that far shifted to where he could even make a dive. Pitch to Wes Wilson as he comes up, and that's taken outside. I agree with you, Jay. Noah stinks. Ranger has pitched out of the bullpen before. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's taken down low for ball 2. What's up? What's up, Clicks? Two balls, no strikes. And the pitch on the way is inside for ball 3. They have the personnel to figure this out. They have to have the tough conversation of figuring out, all right, you're coming out of the bullpen, you're going to be in the rotation. Because they have the pieces. If you have a stacked rotation, you should be able to figure this out. It's not rocket science. 3 balls, 1 strike. Top of the second, 2 outs. Now's a good time to try it. It's only May 19th. 3-1 on the way, swing and a miss. Seems to be having a crazy fun night. Toss bat to first, and Sosa walks back to the bag without a tag. So how would you do it? If you were to have your starting 5 with Aaron Nola healthy, what would your starting 5 look like? With Painter and Abel, who are the 2 odd men out, is my question. 3-2, that's low and inside for ball 4. And so, a 2-out single by Sosa. And a walk from Wes Wilson. And that'll bring up Johan Rojas to the plate with a runner in scoring position. JJ is the LeBron of basketball streaming. Yes, LeBron, it is you. It always will be you. Forever and ever and ever. The pitch, swing and a miss. If I'm sending Ranger to the pen, then go ahead and trade him for bullpen help. The ball is 1 strike. The pitch. And there's a foul ball by Rojas. That's a hard question. Don't know what you're asking. Who are you sending to the bullpen? The ball's 2 strikes. 2 runners on. 2 outs. Top of the second. And the pitch to Rojas. He pops this one up over towards the first base side in foul territory. Taglia gets under it, makes the grab, and that is caught for out number 3. All right, we're going to the bottom of the second inning. Phillies strand 2 base runners. And the Rockies are coming back up. They lead at 1-0. Painter and Abel are a different category. Can't compare the 2 groups. So, would you be okay with trading one of them for a reliable closer? Are you willing to give up the future? I want to see those 2 go through a whole spring. Not like Nola. No, I understand. But could you... If Aaron Nola's pitching the way that he is as a starter, okay? And I don't think that they're going to do this because Aaron Nola's getting paid a lot of money. if Noel's pitching the way that he is as a starter, and he doesn't throw high velocity, he doesn't throw 98, 99, do you see that as a problem? Because usually, like, when I think about bullpen pieces, and maybe this is flawed, I think about hard-throwing guys. Mason Miller, okay? Like, obviously, guys like Chapman or Caleb Ferguson, a couple of years ago. So, I just don't think Nola has that. Roberts is not Painter. And I agree with not Painter because, again, with the way that he's been rehabbing, you're changing his whole schedule. And now if you're going to have him pitch, like, out of the bullpen, that changes things. That changes things for him, and you don't want to rush him pitching-wise, It's different when you're off for 5 days and then you come back and you're pitching like one inning one day and then another inning the next day. Brenton Doyle's up. The ball is one strike. And Sanchez kicks, delivers, and it's inside for ball one. I'd like to see more than one start between the two of them before I give up on either one. On ball, one strike. And the pitch. It's grounded over to shortstop. Turner gets to it and picks it up, throws it over to first, and one away. Absolutely. Trade Nola for another bullpen and bring Abel up to start. Middleton needs to actually realize he doesn't spend enough to make up for positions that they haven't called up for. It's as simple as that. So then how does that fix the bullpen, though? If he needs to realize it, like, what needs to be done? The pitch is taken for a ball to Ryan McMahon. 1 ball, no strikes to Ryan. Batting just a little bit above the Mendoza line. The pitch is taken outside for ball 2. Nobody's trading for Nola. Two balls, no strikes. And the pitch is taken on the inside corner at the knees for a strike. But we have to have these conversations because that's the elephant in the room. That is. We need to start having these combos. Two balls, one strike. And the pitch from Sanchez is taken down for ball 3. Three balls, one strike, and the next pitch was way down low, but it's called strike 2 from Ron Culpa. That wasn't close. Not even close. Three-two. It's grounded over towards second base. Sosa picks it up, throws it over to first. And it's in time for the second out of the inning. So Tyler Freeman is coming up next. I wonder if the Phillies would be interested in Ryan McMahon. And do they really need a third baseman? I guess that's not really on the top of the priority list. Here's the pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball. Backhanded by Bohm. Over at third base. Throw on the run. Over to first. Just in time. Nice play by Bohm. Alec Bohm flashing the leather. And he threw it over to first base and just got Freeman out. And so 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. We're heading to the top of the third. We'll be right back in just a few moments. All right, here we are. Top of the third inning. First pitch to Turner is in there for a strike. Second pitch to Trey. He pops it up. It's a foul ball right behind home plate. Noah says, or String Cheese Gaming says, I predict that the Phillies are going to win 4-3. And he said, I don't care who wins. Please get the under 9.5 runs. The ball is 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Did Trey go? He did not, says first base umpire Corey Blazer. If you guys want to call in into the show, 610-314-0844. After the game is done, of course. We're not taking phone calls now. Turner grounded out in the first over to third base. He's the leadoff hitter today. And Turner's going to break his bat and hit a little flare out towards center field, and it's going to bloop in for a single. It takes a couple of bounces in front of the center fielder, Doyle. And so Trey makes contact with the baseball, and he gets aboard to start off the top of the third inning. To his credit, he stayed with the pitch and just followed through on the swing. And just held the knob of the bat in his hand. But yeah, what are your thoughts about Mick Abel going to the bullpen? How is it fun to watch sports and only care about the total points scored and not care about who wins? What's the point, says Larry. The pitch to Harper, foul ball. Well, I guess when money's involved, that changes things. Hit the like button and subscribe, folks. Harper's in the box. He's 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to short, his first time up. Freeland comes set and delivers, and Harper dribbles it foul. This is what our little ticker is going to look like when there are no playoff games going on, and obviously when the football season is not in play. Let me know if you like it. No balls, 2 strikes to Bryce Harper. And here's the pitch, and it's inside. They were squeezing him a little bit. But it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Money line today for the Phillies at minus 180. And for the Rockies, they're at plus 135. That sounds about right. So the Phillies are the favorites. Toss bat to first, and Turner walks back to the bag without a swipe. Harper's 32 years old. He's lifetime just 5 for 27 against Kyle Freeland. Hitting just a $185. Runner goes, and the toss bat to first, and the throw to second base is in time, so Trey Turner did not read that correctly. And so he gets picked off at second base. And 1 away, nobody on now, and the count is now 1-2. Good swipe, too, by Toglia. That is how you swipe out a base runner. Got him right on the foot. The 1-2 pitch to Bryce, and he hits this one back up the middle for a base hit over the head of Tovar. And getting to it is Doyle, and Harper is held to a single with 1 out. It's got to be such a rally killer when you have a base runner and he just gets picked off, and then on the very next pitch, Harper comes up with a base hit. But that's how baseball works sometimes. That'll bring up Kyle Schwarber. So that's just the 6th hit against Kyle Freeland for Bryce Harper. Pitch number 1 from Freeland. It looked a little bit outside, but Freeland gets the call there. Does money being involved make it enjoyable? No, it makes it stressful. I mean, I guess what's your definition of enjoy? Well, I'm asking this to them. What's their definition of enjoyable? The ball is 1 strike. And here's the pitch. That's a little bit more outside. Was not called strike. On ball, 1 strike. And the windup and the next pitch to Schwarber. Gets down on one knee and fouls it off. All I have for this game is a U, Double J. I like that. Double J. Now that is cool. Appreciate the hat as well. Been showing love to the Eagles. Been showing love to the Sixers. And obviously to the Phillies, but I have to get the Flyers involved. I do. It's a big draft for them coming up. 1-2 pitch to Schwarber, swing and a miss. He went around. And so he goes back to the dugout. Not happy with himself. And there's 2 outs. I'll be asleep before the game is over. Hope I don't wake up and see a loss to the 8-31 or 38 Rockies. I know. I get it. 2 outs and the pitch to Castellanos, swing and a miss. Got a question for you folks. Are we taking the Phillies for granted right now because of their record? The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch is way inside. Would you rather watch this than like the 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 years? 1-1. That's fouled off. I'm just curious. I think that I think the fans obviously should demand a lot. But I also think it could be worse. 1-2. That's going to bounce in the dirt for ball 2. Not saying that you shouldn't stride for success, because obviously you should. But what are your thoughts about that? Two balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch is going to bounce in the dirt for ball 3. Not taken for granted. They're in a window of opportunity right now. Need to win. It's fair. Three balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Castellanos, swing and a miss. He strikes out on a 93-mile-per-hour fastball. And so we're going to the bottom of the 3rd inning. I think that's fair, but I still think, too, that you can take moments for granted. Like, Zach Wheeler going 7 innings. Or 8 innings. We expect that. But when it's gone, when that's gone, we're going to miss it. So I think that we can also say that, yes, we want them to be successful, but I do also think that there is some, obviously, yes, you expect it, but you don't just, you don't know what you have until it's gone, you know? I think you're seeing the same traits you saw following the last World Series, so I think patience is just wearing thin. It's just within or wearing thin. I think it's an interesting conversation. We have a very chatty bunch today, which is good. This is what I want. I want you guys to chime on into the conversation. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. And turn on those notification bell icons, folks. We're going to take a look at the Major League scores. All right. Mets are down 3-1 as they go to the top of the 9th. Mets are down to their final 3 outs. If the Mets lose and if the Phillies win, then the Phillies go back to first place in the NL East. Aroldis Chapman is going to pitch for the Red Sox and try to close the deal. Astros lead at 4-3 against the Tampa Bay Rays at Steinbrenner Field. Orioles are down 4-1 to the Milwaukee Brewers. That's going to the top of the 7th. Cardinals are shutting out the Tigers 5-0. They're in the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch from Sanchez. There's a swing and a miss. Cubs have a 7-6 lead in the top of the 9th out in Miami. And the Reds are up by 6 against the Pittsburgh Pirates. They're in the bottom of the 9th out at PNC Park. 0-1. Foul ball. Twins are playing the Guardians in a rivalry game. It's 2-1 Minnesota. They just snapped their 13-game winning streak. That's in the top of the 3rd. Mariners are out in Chicago playing in the White Sox. It's 1-0 in the top of the 8th. Seattle has the upper hand. 0-2, and that is down for a ball. Tonight, you got the Giants hosting the Kansas City Royals at 9:45. You also have the Dodgers playing against the Diamondbacks at 10:10. And the Angels are out in Oakland, or are out in Sacramento. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Amador strikes out, and that's the 4th punch out tonight for Cristopher Sanchez. He fooled him on that changeup. And the number 9 hitter is Jacob Stallings. So he rests the bat on the shoulder and swings at the first pitch. Hits this one out over to right field. Castellanos shies backwards. Stops, waits for it, makes the grab. 2 up, 2 down. And Jordan Beck is coming back up. Beck is 24 years old. Last year in his rookie season, had 3 homers, 13 RBI, and a 188 average. He's one of their top prospects in the Rockies organization. First pitch is taken for a strike. Did have 7 steals in 8 attempts. The ball is 1 strike, and Sanchez kicks, deals, and it's fouled back towards the screen. 8 of the first 10 pitches, 8 of the 10 first pitches have been strikes for Sanchez. Still pretty sunny out at Coors Field. Not a lot of shadows. 0-2 pitch. That's going to be poked out towards right field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. It takes 3 bounces in front of Castellanos, and trying to head on over to second base to extend a single into a double is Beck, and he gets in there safely, diving in there head first. He tested Castellanos, and, well, he hustled out of the box. Some would probably say, look alive out there, Nick. It was a good throw, but I think he could have gotten to it a little bit quicker. A 2-out double. And Tavar takes the pitch high. Sanchez is cruising. The years growing up being forced to watch baseball, hockey, and football are starting to pay off. Good, man. 1 ball and no strikes, and there is a fastball painted on the upper 3rd of the zone at 95. I don't always think Boston tonight is a good reason to do so. It's true. Good one, Ryan. 1-1 pitch, and it's fouled away. I remember when that sinker was reaching 94, 93. Now it's getting up there to 96, 97, and at some points I saw it go up to 98. Just ridiculous. 1-2 pitch from Sanchez. That spoiled foul. It was a changeup that was wide. Nick exhausted from changing diapers, says Ariel. Tavar at the plate, and there's the 1-2. It's lined out over towards right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. And going over to third base is Beck. He'll actually come on in to score. It's an RBI single for Ezequiel Tavar, and he has delivered both runs today for the Rockies. He's just had Sanchez's number. He's like Teoscar Hernandez. Just went the opposite way there. Kept his head down, fouled through on the swing. And Casti made the right decision to just let it go. You know, he slowed up a little bit as he got over towards the ball. I didn't think he was going to make the catch. 2 outs, and the pitch is chopped foul by Hunter Goodman. That's what happens when you hustle on into second. Goodman struck out in his first at-bat. Tavar leads off over at first. He has wheels. And the 0-1 is wide. Zeus. Maybe Sanchez should go to the bullpen. Just kidding. Here's the windup and the next pitch. It's chopped foul. Goodman had a really good series against the Phillies. At one point, he delivered, I think that he delivered 3 runs, like all 3 runs of the series. He had a solo homer in 2 straight games. Then had that 1 RBI double. Runner goes, and the 1-2 pitch is going to be chopped foul, and so Tavar has to get his exercise and go back over to first base. The helmet came flying off. Goodman did homer in Game 2 of the series against the Diamondbacks. Went 3 for 6 in that series. Had 2 extra base hits, including the homer, of course, and the double. 1-2. That's down for a ball. He's batting .343 in the month of May. 23 for 67. Just 2 homers, though. But 15 runs knocked in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 gone, and the toss bat to first. And Tavar gets back there without a swipe. How are we losing to the 8-38 Rockies? We better not lose tonight. Well, the Diamondbacks lost to the 8-36 Rockies, and so did the Padres. It's baseball. It happens. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And there's a strikeout. Tavar had the bag stolen. But doesn't matter. Phillies are down 2-0 against the Colorado Rockies. As Tavar comes through with an opposite field RBI single, gets his 2nd run knocked in for the ball game, and we're heading to the top of the 4th, 2-0 Colorado. It's baseball. Okay, we have to score in the 4th, or it's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. PAS. Is he here? Is PAS here? Pure Journal and Sports? Did I miss him? I feel like we rarely see the Rockies score more than 4 runs in a game. Well, they put up 12 runs 2 days ago. And they put up 9 runs last week. But baseball is every day, so... I mean, there was a stretch from Friday till Monday where they put up a total of 5 runs in 4 games. So, there you go. Rockies could be winning 8-0 and allow 2 grand slams in the 9th, says, they say that A.E. Johnson? I.E. Johnson? Or I.E. John? A.E. John? Hope I said that correct. JJ, did you make your bed this morning? Oh, yes, I did. Yes. Yes. Going back to the conversations that we had a couple of days ago about who makes their bed every day and who doesn't. It's a good convo. It is. You really get to learn about everybody in the chat. You do. It's pretty cool. Charles, what's going on? What's up, PAS? How are you? We appreciate you guys for being on here. Sorry, I'm a little bit slow to chat tonight. I'm pretty chatty myself. Maybe I should tell myself to shut up. Just kidding. But yeah. Appreciate you for being on here. Love you guys. Shout out to PAS if you guys love the Mets. If you like the Flyers, I'm wearing this hat. But he covers the Flyers, the Mets, and also covers the Jets. That's my guy. One ball, no strikes to JT. And here's the windup and the next pitch. It's fouled back towards the screen. The Orioles just tied it. They were down 4-1. The Brewers had the bases loaded in the bottom of the sixth. And the Orioles just tied it on a 3-run homer by Cedric Mullins. 1-1 to JT, and he flies this one out over towards left field. Beck waits for it as he jogs over towards home plate, stops, and makes the grab. And that's the second time today that JT has popped out. I could be wrong, but we don't have a good record against them in their territory for the past 4 years. Past 5 years. Scratch that. What's up, Andrew? Guys, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, too, if you haven't done so already. 1 out, top of the fourth, and now Bohm is due up, and he stares at a four-seamer that misses wide. Rockies lead it 2-0. They got a solo homer from Ezequiel Tovar in the bottom of the first, off of a hanging slider thrown by Cristopher Sanchez. Bohm fouls off the next pitch, and the count is even at 1 apiece. And then Tovar had an RBI single in the bottom of the third. And that would score Jordan Beck. 2-0 Colorado, top of the fourth. Phillies looking to try to get on the board. Freeland still on the mound. He'll get set at the belt. He kicks and delivers. And Bohm fouls it off over towards the first base side. Get out of play. It does. That just hit a fan. The girl didn't even get up to get the ball, but there were like a pile of guys that were over there, and they were just trying to fight for it. It's now a Bohm foul ball. Come on. Tracy, what's up, Tracy? One-two pitch to Bohm. He's going to ground this one over towards third base, and it is a foul ball. I can never tell sometimes as Bohm has to go get his bat. I can never tell sometimes when you hit a ball down the line sometimes, and they call it a foul ball. Sometimes you see the fielder miss it, and it's so hard to tell if that's just, if they're doing it on purpose or not. And that was one of those times. Freeland, not wasting any time. He kicks, fires, and Bohm spoils it foul. It was a knuckle curve that was heading on into the dirt. Thank you for the stream. I live out of the U.S. and MLB hates that apparently blackouts are everywhere. We go live for every Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. We also do Sunday Night Baseball as well. So thank you so much for coming on here. 1-2 pitch to Bohm. Fly ball hit out over towards left field. That's going back over towards the track, and it is caught right on the warning track by Jordan Beck. And there's out number 2. That was a mistake thrown by Freeland, and Bohm just missed a homer. Hit it hard, just right at Beck. And he ran a pretty good route to go track down that ball. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the fourth inning. I think Edmonton's the only Canadian team left. The pitch to Sosa looks like a strike. It's called ball 1. At least Bohm did something good tonight. He had a Rockies fan. 1-0 pitch. It's in there for a strike. I had a dream that I was at a bar the other night, and I saw a former Sixers player, and Joe's like, "Good. Did you punch him?" 1-1, swing and a miss. Just tuned in. Sanchez looked like he struggled the last outing. How's he looking so far? It's been good. He's just had a couple of mistakes thrown to Ezekiel Tovar. Also had the one base hit allowed from Jordan Beck, where he extended a single into a double. It's not getting any run support, though. 1-2 pitch, and Sosa bounces a foul. 3 innings, 5 strikeouts, 45 pitches, 32 strikes. He didn't really do so bad in his last outing. I mean, he gave up 2 earned runs on 4 hits in 6 innings. I mean, he had the homer that he allowed. That wasn't good. But, again, didn't get the run support. The Herrera homer was the killer, but he was looking good in the first 5 innings. One ball, 2 strikes. And the windup in the next pitch to Sosa. Line drive, base hit into left field. It takes 2 bounces in front of Beck as he waits for it and throws it over towards the cutoff man. And Sosa pumps the brakes at first and gets on with a 2-out single. That was the same pitch that was thrown to Alec Bowman. Sosa wasn't going to use all his might, but he just wanted to put it in a good spot. If you hit the like, the bats will wake up sooner. I like that. 2 outs, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And if you also hit the subscribe button, the Phillies will also score runs. Freeland stares back at first. Now back to home plate. And the 0-1 swing and a miss on a knuckle curve that was in the dirt. Charge! Phillies are 28-18. They have an 11-10 record on the road. 0-2 pitch, here it comes, swing and a miss, and Wes Wilson strikes out as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left, and we're heading to the bottom of the 4th out at Coors Field. It's time for On This Day in Phillies History, folks. Of course, from Broad and Pattison. Today is May 19th. I know I say this every day, but it is flying. The year. In 1980, on May 19th, Johnny Bench hit his 12th and last homer off of Steve Carlton. The most he yielded, Steve, to any batter. The 2-run shot in the 4th tied the game, but the Phillies do go on and win by a score of 6-4. Listen to this. In 2011, 40-year-old, and we were talking about him the other day, Jason Giambi, hit 3 homers, accounting for all of his team's scoring as Colorado beat the Phillies 7-0. Giambi became the 2nd oldest player to go deep 3 times in a game. Stan Musial was 41 when he accomplished that feat, and that was back in 62. In 2013, on this day, Eric Kratz and Freddie Galvis went back-to-back in the bottom of the 9th to seal what was a 3-2 victory over the Reds. That was the first time Aroldis Chapman gave up 2 homers in a game, and the first time the Phillies ended the game with consecutive homers since 1922. I do remember that game. I also remember in the playoffs, Aroldis Chapman blew a save against the Phillies. And I think that was the game after Roy Halladay's no-hitter. I could be wrong. Here's the pitch to Taglia, and it's a fly ball hit out to left field. It's foul. I hope the Phillies win tonight. I do too. 0-1. That's bounced foul. What's up, Jonathan? Jonathan's back. What's up, Jonathan? You were tuning in last night. Appreciate you for coming back. Ooh. No balls, 2 strikes. Sanchez on the bump still. He's facing Taglia here, hitting over on the right side, and the 0-2 just misses inside at 96 miles per hour. Cristopher Sanchez, 28 years old, 6 feet 6 inches tall, 200 pounds as well. Somebody asked the other day if there have been really good pitchers that are tall. Cristopher Sanchez is one of them. We talked about CC Sabathia. There's a lot of good pitchers that are tall. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sanchez kicks, fires, and it swung on and missed. That changeup was outside, and Sanchez records his 6th punch-out of the day. Good velocity on the changeup. Thought maybe it was going to be a little bit more towards the middle, and then it just tailed outside and sailed away. There's another changeup thrown to Brenton Doyle, and it misses wide. I remember that one too, says Larry. It was memorable when Chapman failed. Yeah. 1-0, foul ball. You know what also I remember? I mean, I remembered a lot of things. But when Carlos Ruiz hit the home run off of Craig Kimbrell, I was at my grandma's house, and I was jumping for joy when Kimbrell blew a save against the Phillies. That was awesome. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the pitch. It's grounded towards the right side. It's bobbled by Sosa. It goes out towards center field. And Castellanos will get over to it, heading over to second base. And getting on in there safely is Doyle. And that's going to go down as an E4. Not a good play by Sosa. It didn't take the hop that he anticipated and just bounced out of the glove. Went over towards his left, and it actually hit the bottom of the glove, and it just deflected off of him and went towards right center field. And so, an E4. I wonder if they're going to call that a single and an E4. We'll wait and see what the scoring is. 1 out, bottom of the 4th, and the pitch is in there for a strike. This is Ryan McMahon who's up. They call it a double for now. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to McMahon is in the dirt. Tigers fan, but I have Phillies money line as the last leg of my parlay, says Noah. Thank you so much for subscribing, man. Appreciate you. I'm related to the pitcher John Gray, former Colorado Rockies pitcher John Gray. He was on the Rangers, correct? 1 ball, 1 strike. And the windup and the next pitch, good block by JT. As he had to shuffle his feet and go towards his left. Hit the thumbs up. D says, I need 7 runs. 7 runs coming on up. Howdy, 91 likes, says Butterfly. Butterfly, what's going on? There's a runner in scoring position. We're in the bottom of the 4th, 1 out, and the 2-1 offering misses up high and inside. There goes Larry's favorite player. I liked when the crowd behind home plate mocked Kimbrell in his ridiculous stance. 3 balls, 1 strike. Hitters count. And the pitch, it's grounded over to third, backhanded by Bohm. He gets set, fires over to first, checks the runner at second, and did it in reverse order, but got the easy out at first. Sometimes you just squint over at third because it just doesn't really come natural for him. Join JJ's play-by-play, spike the like, and subscribe. Juan Alberto Bermudez, no hablo español, lo siento. No balls, one strike to Tyler Freeman. So for one, grounded out in the second. I would like to become, I would like to learn another language, though. There's the 0-1. It's grounded over to third. Bohm spins, turns, fires over to first. It's off the line. Ashley Harper, they said that he had the bag. He looked like he stepped off. I couldn't tell if he hung on, but he did. And I think that the Rockies are saying hold it for a second. Bohm did everything that he could there. He had to spin, throw it over to first. And Harper, I don't think he kept his foot on it. I don't think he did. Well, let's see if the Rockies challenge it. They're showing, yes, okay, so they are going to challenge it. I think his foot was off. I think that the throw pulled him off. It was a good effort, though, by Bohm. He did have to react quickly to that. Throw just took Harper off the bag. Yeah, it's not even close. He didn't touch the bag. His right foot was off. Whoever said 4-3, I hope that they are on point. We can't give up too much more. Well, somebody had to take the under for the runs. Bohm is never going to look natural at third base, says Larry. Phillies got to respond here and get the bats going, says Noah. They're still looking at this. I don't even have Twitter open today. By the time he caught it, was his toenail on it? Are they saying that his toenail was on the bag? I didn't think so. The call in the field stands, really? And the runner is out. The Phillies will take that. And we're going to go to the top of the fifth inning. All right. 2-0 Rockies. Toenail. Yeah, we know all about toenails. Kevin Durant had a toenail on the line. The saving toenail. Well, okay. That worked out, I guess. I gotta go work, though. Good luck, Phillies. Yeah, man. Thanks so much for stopping by. Now, you can always keep the game on as you work. You can always listen, you know? Just saying. I get it, though. Some people like to listen to us as they work, especially during the work day. Some people like to fall asleep to the voice as well, which is cool. I can't fall asleep. Now it's on. How long is that toenail? Remember when teams would play under protest? So much for replays as old man Ferguson. This Rockies pitcher has an ERA just slightly below Nola's. Yeah, but back in 2018, he was really good. He did. He had a good year in 2000. I think it was 2018. Freeland is still pitching. Kyle Freeland, honestly, might be one of their best pitchers in franchise history. The pitch, and that's going to be in there for a strike. He went 202 innings. He had 173 strikeouts. He hasn't gotten to that point since. I was right. 2018, he had a 17-7 record. Lifetime 60-79. The ball is one strike to Rojas. He's going to bounce this one foul towards the third base side. Phillies bats have been making me want to sleep. Well, hopefully you're enjoying the cast. They'll wake up. 0-2. Foul ball. I'm gonna watch the rest of this game under protest. I'll be playing the part of Larry tonight, says Eagle Otto. Oh boy, the critical eye's coming. Watch out, folks. 0-2. That's outside from Kyle Freeland. Freeland was actually born in Denver, Colorado. He's 6 feet 4 inches tall, 204 pounds. Hasn't had a win this year. 1-2. And that's going to be flied out over towards shallow right field. And so, Freeman's there, makes the catch, and helps out Freeland for out number 1. The last time that Kyle Freeland won a game was on September 8th of last year. And the last time that he had a win at home was on August 28th of last year, and that was against the Marlins. And now Trey Turner is up. And Turner is going to foul the first pitch that he sees back behind home plate. 76ers won the trade the third pick and Paul George for Kevin Durant. Did you hear anything about that, JJ? Yes, I did. I heard the reports, or the rumor that was out there. 0-1, and that's outside for a ball. I don't think that they're going to do it. But if they do it, I'm not going to be happy. 1-1 pitch to Trey. Line drive, hit down the left field line. That is a fair ball. Or that's a foul ball, excuse me. It was just foul. It was a foul ball. Barely. And Turner has to go back. Let's see again. Let's get a better view here. It was just foul. Yep. That was the right call. One ball, 2 strikes. We botched a couple of calls lately. We got to be better. Hit the dislike button. Just for that. One ball, 2 strikes. Freeland gets set at the belt, winds up, and delivers again. And it's inside. Do you guys think that the Phillies will come back? Absolutely. Cardinals are in a rain delay. They're in the bottom of the 7th. And they lead at 5-0 against Detroit. Here's the windup and the next pitch. And it's low for ball 3. Chatterweek cuts this Gideon. Love the optimism. The payoff pitch to Trey. That's sent back behind home plate. And out of play. They should trade Embiid before trading for Durant. Durant and Embiid and PG are cooked. We need Maxey McKinnon, whoever they draft at the 3. 3-2 pitch to Trey Turner. That's a foul ball. They got to get younger. Embiid and George are stuck here. Just keep them. Keep them. You're lucky that you got an asset. 3-2 pitch to Trey. This one smacked down the right field line. That is a fair ball, and that's going all the way over towards the corner. Turner can fly. He's rounding second. He's going to go on over to third as Freeman throws it over to second base, and he gets in there with a stand-up triple and shows the binoculars towards the dugouts. So Turner gets on. He wanted redemption on the one foul ball that he had and was like, you know what, I'm going to take it the opposite way. And this time I'll keep it fair and I'll get an extra base out of it. And Bryce Harper's coming up. That's the second triple this year for Trey Turner. He made it look really easy. The tying run's coming up to the plate, and it's Bryce Harper. And time called by the Rockies. Okay. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Here's Bryce. 1 for 2. He is singled back in the third. First pitch to Bryce, swing on the miss, got a sweeper in the dirt. Kyle Schwarber's odds to get a hit, according to Bet365, as he waits in the on-deck circle, it's at plus 265. Huh. Might want to take those odds. 0-1 to Bryce, another sweeper in the dirt, and he swings and misses it again. He goes digging and fishing. Wrong sport, Bryce. No balls, 2 strikes. Freeland gets set again at the belt. Kicks, delivers, and Harper's going to fling this one out to left field. Turner's going to come home as it drops in for a base hit. An opposite field RBI single for Bryce. And the Phillies are finally on the board as they trail by 1. Swung at 2 bad pitches, and I think Freeland was trying to do the same thing, but Harper followed through and poked it out to left. Attaboy, Bryce. Here's Kyle Schwarber at the plate, and he takes a sweeper in the zone for strike 1. Phillies down 2-1. Turner tripled, and Harper reeled him in. The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch is in there for strike 2. He went fishing after 2 pitches, Harper, and then I guess he caught a fish and just reeled in Trey Turner from third base. The ball is 2 strikes. Freeland looks back at first and now back to home plate. And the 0-2 delivery misses badly outside for a ball. Jimmy Herget is loosening up in the bullpen for the Rockies. It's a right-handed pitcher. 1-2 to Schwarber on the outside corner for a called strike 3, and he knew it. And he walks back to the dugout as he has struck out 2 times today. Nothing too fancy about that fastball. Just your typical 4-seamer that catches the outside corner. Schwarber was looking for something else. Here's Castellanos, and he fouls it off of his foot. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. AJP, what's up, dude? It's been a while. Yes, it has. I'm happy to see you back on here. Must be working, man. 0-1. It's down and in for a ball. Eagles says you blew it. What? I blew the joke? You didn't like that joke? He did. He caught a fish and got Trey Turner the score. 1-1. The Castellanos fly ball hit out over towards right field, and it's going to be caught for out number 3. Hit just right on the nose to Tyler Freeman. Phillies do get a run from Bryce Harper as he knocks in Trey Turner, and we're going to the bottom of the 5th. It's 2-1 Colorado. I see you growing bigger every day. Keep up the good work, JJ. Appreciate you, AJP. I do. Salute. Salute to you, my friend. Appreciate you for stopping by. No, not you, Schwarbs. Oh, well, you said you blew it, so I thought that you meant me. I was like, what did I do? How did I blow it? I blew the fish? Blew the fish joke? And it became a blowfish? Dad jokes. Love them. The Twins are now in a rain delay. Is there like a storm going around the middle of the U.S.? Because it's delayed out in St. Louis, and it's delayed now in Minnesota. Hopefully it doesn't go over to the West Coast and hit Colorado. I would not want that. I should call that JJ line one day. Absolutely. 610-314-0844 is how you call on in to the JJ hotline. You can also leave a voicemail, or you can leave a text message and leave me your thoughts about the Phillies, and we will read them out loud, or we also play voicemails too during post-game shows as well. The phone lines are open anytime. You can call me at any time of the day and just leave me a voicemail and talk Phils whenever. It's cool. You should call. You're doing great, JJ says Equal Auto. Max Coverage TV! Max, sorry I didn't see your comment before. I've been a little bit behind on chat because we have a chatty bunch today. But what's going on, Max? My. Thanks for beating those Mets for us, Max. Appreciate you. The pitch, it's in there for a strike. Colorado isn't on the West Coast. Is Colorado technically a West Coast team? I mean, they play in the NL West. But I guess, yeah. 0-1, swing and a miss. Let's see what Siri has to say about that. Is Colorado a West Coast? Colorado is not considered part of the West Coast. While it is a western state and part of the Mountain West, the West Coast specifically refers to the states bordering the Pacific Ocean. I stand corrected. 0-2, it's grounded over towards the middle. Sosa gets to it this time, throws it over to first, and there's one out. Cody Bellinger. Yes. Yes, sir. And Pete Alonso's there. One out, bottom of the 5th. I learn something new every day. The pitch is in there for a strike. So is Arizona West Coast or no? Mother Nature's a different game, though. Let's keep this sports. 0-1. That's a nice paint job by Cristopher Sanchez as he got it on the inside corner at the knees. That was at 96. Is Arizona on the West Coast? Oh, 2. It's grounded over to shortstop. Backhanded by Turner. He picks it up, throws it over to first, and there's 2 gone. Schwarber's too scared to swing. Rob says no. The pitch. It's grounded back over towards the mound. Sanchez makes it look easy as he plays it on a bounce and tosses it over to first. And just like that, 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. We're heading to the 6th inning. Phillies are down 2-1. Nature is a mother. Is nature a mother? Is the sky blue? JJ, what are your thoughts on Alvarado, man? Okay. All right. You know, I wasn't going to say much yesterday because I don't like to misspeak. I really don't. I'm not the type of person that just blindly says something without doing research. Okay? That's just not who I am. And I have to be careful with what I say because guess what? There's such thing as clip farming. There's such thing as clipping. And you got to be careful. Okay? But here's what I'm going to say about this. Obviously, it stinks for the Phillies. And, again, like, you can take this however you want. But you got to know. You got to know the policies. You got to. You got to know what's going on into your body. And you need to know what the rules are. And that's on him for not knowing that. That's on him. So, you know, he has to take accountability for that. And that's really how I feel. I understand sometimes that there are certain, you know, medicines that you don't know like the full ingredients out there, but you have to be aware and you need to be careful. You got to be careful or else it can cost your team. And I do blame him for that. So that's really my thought. I didn't really want to. I didn't want to speak out of spite because that's just not me. So yesterday I was really commenting and I was just saying that this sucks for the bullpen, and that was, I thought, a safe way of going about it. You know. But that is really how I feel. You got to look out for your team. You gotta be aware of what's going on. The pitch is in there for a strike. And I don't think it was reported as Ozempic. So again, I'm not trying to speak out of context here, but from what I heard, it was another form of testosterone. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch from Freeland, swing and a miss. The JT. But I do hope that you understand, like, while I had opinions about it, I didn't want to speak wrongly about this type of a thing. I got to be careful. I have a platform, and again, with great power comes great responsibility. 1-2, and that is in there for a strike. And so JT goes down looking. Yeah, I agree. He has to know the ingredients and the stuff that he's putting into his body. Again, he's getting paid a lot of money to play in this sport, and you just have to know. You got to speak up, and the other thing too is that how did the medical staff not look out for this either? That's the other thing that I wonder. First pitch is in there for a strike to Alec Bohm. And the 0-1 is taken inside. What's up, Asia? How are you? What's up, Asia? Well said, brother, says Ryan. Yeah, I can't. I got to be careful. 1-1. Ground ball hit over to third base. Barehanded by McMahon. He bobbles it, and he'll have to eat it up as Bohm gets on with an infield single as he hits it right over to his counterpart. And so, the tying run is over at first base. Made contact and only ran, but McMahon took his eyes off the ball. The barehanded play is one of those tricky plays where it is just not as easy as it looks. That's going to be it for Kyle Freeland. So the runner over at first is his responsibility. And so we go to the bullpen. weight loss drugs make your you can hang loose. Yeah, it was a testosterone and a weight loss drug is what I read up on. Do I believe that he didn't know? I do. I did read what Matt Gelb did right. And according to Dave, he didn't know. I do want to believe that. And I am going to choose to believe that. But again, you got to be careful. I said the same thing with JT when he decided not to play out in Canada during the COVID season. You got to do what's best for your teammates. You do. There's no I in team. JJ, sorry about Alvarado. Well, I appreciate that. I will be okay without Jose Alvarado. My life will go on. But no, I do appreciate you. I know what you mean. Everyone who gets busted is an excuse. I didn't know what was in it. I only took it for weight loss. I just don't understand how the medical staff just was that naive and just didn't know. That's what I don't know. Jake Bird's going to pitch. He was a former closer for the Rockies once upon a time. Now they have him coming on in for middle relief. He has a 1.90 ERA in 27 innings. I would look into getting Jake Bird. That was another one. I thought, well, this guy, another Colorado guy, Jeff Hoffman was a Colorado guy. I'd be interested in it. First pitch is a sinker that just misses low. You learned well at Films, JJ. Thank you. You got to be careful. Bohm leads off at first, and the 0-1 is down for a ball. That's like part of the power of when you build a platform, is that it's really cool, but you got to be responsible. And I hope I do that. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch is low and outside for ball 2. So Bohm's over at first. We're in the top of the 6th. It's 2-1 Rockies. And the 2-1 pitch misses inside for ball 3. Bird did allow a run in his last outing, but he did pitch in 2 innings. 3-1 on the way, swing and a miss on a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. Sosa's 2 for 2 today. He did have the error over at second base, but can he come through here? The payoff pitch to Sosa, swinging a ground ball, hit off the glove of the second baseman. The throw over to second, there's 1, and the throw over to first, not in time. It was actually hit off the pitcher, and Amador had to get on over to it. It almost got by him, and he had to make a shuffle pass over to the shortstop, so it's just a 4-6 or a 1-4-6 fielder's choice, if you will. MPP. Baby, you know me. What's up? Frustrated to see the offense get shut out by the most average pitcher in MLB history, Kyle Freeland. This is MPP. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's in there for strike 1. All right, let's go. Charge! That was delayed because I didn't know if he was going to throw the pitch. And the toss back to first, not in time. In the NL West, the Padres and the Giants are both one game behind the Dodgers. The Diamondbacks are 4 games behind the Dodgers and 3 games behind the Padres and the Giants. The toss back to first, and Sosa is safe. Just got back in there. Oh, boy. Let's see again. He was leaning off the bag. Did he get his hand in there? Oh, boy. He just did. 0-1 is outside, and they decided to pitch out. And Sosa said, I'm not going anywhere. The tying runs at first. There's 2 outs in the top of the 6th. And the 1-1 to Wilson. He'll ground this one over to third. And it's picked up by McMahon. And he'll throw a missile over to first to get the third and final out. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. 2-1 Colorado is the score. Okay. Infield single. Round out over the third. 1-4-6, fielder's choice. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. And hit the like button as well, man. The like and the subscribe buttons are free. We got 275 people tuning on in and 112 likes. Let's change that. What do you guys think about putting McAble in the bullpen? 69% of you say absolutely yes, and 31% of you say absolutely no. No way, no how. And we got 140 votes. I was expecting it to be a little bit more towards the no side. Not going to lie. So you guys do agree with me that you would think about putting McAble in the bullpen. You would think about experimenting with it. Again, it doesn't have to, it may not last long. I would try it. I would just try it. He has good stuff that you can use out of the pen. He does, like a 97, 98, 99 mile per hour fastball. And maybe, again, when you're going to hit a curve as a rookie, especially him, because there's going to be more tape out there. And the more times that you pitch, the more tape that there's going to be. So why not try to use him as a weapon? That's just the way I look at it, though. Kane had a better arm, obviously. Patrick Kane and McAble. That's funny. I'd put Abel in. He was great in his debut. He was. And again, okay, this is my conversation here. Okay, you ready for this? All right, Mick, step on into my office. All right, we're going to do a little role play here. This is going to be beautiful. The pitch is taken for a strike. Okay, so if I'm Dave Dombrowski, I'm like, Mick, we loved what you did in your first outing. We think that, you'd be really great in our bullpen, and we want to try to give you more of an opportunity to come up here. We know that you're young, and so we need you. We need you to come out of our bullpen. And we're going to put Ranger over there too, but we need you. We need you to come out of the bullpen. This is what's best for the team, and we want to try to go in this direction. It's not that you had a bad start or anything. We just think that it's in the best interest of the Phillies if you come out of the bullpen. That's what I'm telling them. First pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards right field. It's going to be caught by Castellanos. Now Hunter Goodman's up. And the first pitch, he fouls off. Just simple as that. The ball is 1 strike. What do you think his response would be? The pitch, it's a ground ball, hit over to third base. Bohm spins again, turns, throws over to first. Nice play by Alec Bohm again. And so there's 2 up, 2 down. I'm scared Colorado pulls a W. Abel not on the team currently. No, he's not. But I would call him back up. And that's what I would say to him. That's how I would role play. That is exactly right, JJ. He'd probably say, but I think I'm a starter. Like, I pitched really well in my first outing, don't you? I don't know if he would. I don't know how he would respond, but I don't know. I guess I would have to think about that. The ball is 1 strike. Step into my office. I should do more role plays. That'd be great. That'd be really good content. 0-1, foul ball. Ranger, we love you, buddy. And this is no diss for you. This is no disrespect. But you know what happened to Alvarado. We were going to have this conversation sometime, some way. And guess what? We need you, buddy. We need you out of the bullpen. But you could be a starter sometime. But, you know, your agent is not going to be happy with this. I know. I probably wouldn't say that. 1-2. Line drive down the left field line. That's a foul ball. I probably wouldn't say that. Maybe it's a good thing I'm not making these decisions. Probably nobody's going to be happy. But guess what? We got to do what's best for the team. So man up. And get your glove on because we need you tonight for the 9th inning. He would say this would be his response. Okay, you're putting me in the bullpen and letting Taiwan freaking Walker start. So yes, I understand that it doesn't sound as good, right? Like I understand where you're coming from, but we love your stuff. And again, this is not we're not trying to put you in a bad spot here. We want you to thrive, and we think that you would do really well in the 8th and in the 9th inning, and we just want to see what you got out there. 2-2. There's a line drive hit down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Togley is going to hit it all the way over towards the corner. Wilson gets on over to it, and there's a 2-out double by Miguel Toglia. Will the Twins and Guardians game finish, or will they call it off? Well, will the groundhog find the shadow? I don't know. Yeah, I think that they're going to finish it. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Brenton Doyle's up, and the pitch is inside for a ball. Putting me in the bullpen and letting Taiwan Walker start. Calm down, Ranger. Calm down, Mick. Like, it's okay. Everybody settle down. 1-0 pitch. That's taken low for ball 2. Cristopher Sanchez is pitching. He's not going to the bullpen anytime soon. 80 pitches for him. Just the 2 runs that he's given up to Ezequiel Tovar. 2 balls, no strikes. And the windup in the next pitch is fouled back towards the screen. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. I don't know. I'm from Australia. Neither says Joe. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch is outside for ball 3. We really like what you did in your debut, so we're going to give you a few starts in third base and left field. I love joking around with you guys. But I would pull him on into my office and say those things. 3-1. Fly ball hit out over towards deep left field. Wilson's on the run. Can't make the catch. Tries to dive for it. It bounces over his head. And it goes on into the stands. It's an RBI ground rule double. And Wilson could not get a good jump out there. It's a 3-1 ball game on the RBI ground rule double by Brenton Doyle. And again, not a good pitch from Sanchez. Left a fastball out over the middle of the plate. And Doyle just ripped it out to left field. It went 389 feet or so. And Wilson just couldn't get there. He was about a couple of steps away from the ball. John's laughing. So they give up the run back. And Ryan McMahon's up. And he takes the pitch outside. See, Abel would have caught that. Well, that's why they put Rhys Hoskins out in left field. That was a Matt Klentak move. 1-0, it's in there for a strike. They thought, you know what? Like, let's just bring in Carlos Santana. We'll put him over at first base. Rhys, you're out in left field, man. You can play that, right? No, but I can try. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the pitch. And there is a foul ball hit back towards the screen. I should get like a deck of like index cards and just do like situations and then just figure out like how would I assess it? What would I say? 1-2 and it's down for ball 2. Losing to a 7-36 team is the worst in the league. Wow, Phillies are embarrassing. Oh, the Diamondbacks did it too. The Padres did it as well. I think that the Dodgers also lost to the Rockies. So again, like, yes, but it's also baseball. 2-2. That's fouled away. I agree with you. But you're going to lose to bad teams. It's just inevitable. I hope that they don't say that because that's a loser mentality. But it's just part of sports. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. And Sanchez strikes out the lefty McMahon. We're going to the 7th inning. 3-1 Rockies. Okay. No Phillies gonna win. I still think that they can pull this out. I do. It'd be cool if they could score some runs, says my cool hooks. It'd be really cool if they could win this game. It'd be even more cool if Mick Abel could come out of the bullpen. That altitude isn't easy to breathe in. That's why Joel Embiid struggled. It was because of the altitude. It's a results league, man. You gotta step up. You know, I'll never forget. I was warming up, or I was a couple months ago when I was playing basketball in the morning, and I was out there with a group of people. I was complaining. I was like, dude, like the wind blew that. Did the shot go in or not? I got to put the ball in the net. That's what matters. Doesn't matter if I have a broken hand or what. The ball has to go through the net. It's the 7th. We will finally wake up. Alarm clocks. The alarm clocks are coming. Is the top of the lineup coming? Because that's when I want the alarm clocks. Yes. Okay. All right. Where are the clocks? It's 10:30 at night. It's not time to wake up, JJ. Well, if you're the Phillies, it is. It's time to wake up, baby. Let's tell the offense to wake up. Just don't yell. And wake up the people around you. Wake up. Wake up, Kyle. Wake up, Trey. Rise and shine. Let's go. Wake up, Rojas. The pitch to Marsh, and he's going to ground this one foul. So Brandon Marsh is going to pinch hit for Rojas, so don't wake up Rojas. Rojas is going to bed, and he's done for the night. It's Brandon Marsh time to wake up. Wake up. Wake up, Marsh. The ball is 1 strike to Brandon Marsh, and the pitch from Bird, it's outside. Come on, Marshy. Time for school, Phillies. 1-1. That's on the outside corner at the knees for strike 2. You're late to homeroom. One ball, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch to Marsh. Wide and high for ball 2. All right. Maybe this will wake them up. Maybe this will wake them up. Charge! You think that got them out of bed? 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the windup and the next pitch, and Marsh gets a piece of it and fouls it off. Two. Foul ball. The 2-2 pitch to Brandon. Ground ball, base hit into left center field. Doyle's going to get on over to it. Marsh gets aboard, and the tying run is coming up. And Rob Thompson makes some moves. Okay, all right. Rally time, baby. Where's my rally towel? I don't have it with me. Okay. Here's Trey Turner, and the pitch to Trey. That was inside. It's called a strike anyways. No balls, 1 strike. Marsh leads off at first. We are getting a rated from BW. What's going on? 0-1 pitch, and that's in there for strike 2. I see Janet's here, so that's why I assume. What's going on, Janet? What's up, BW? Ugh, sorry about you guys, man. The ball's 2 strikes to Trey, and the next pitch, that's going to be grounded back over towards the mound. The throw to second base, it's wide! It goes to center field! Marsh is going to go on over to third base, and that's going to put runners on at the corners! And the Phillies dodge a bullet. That is an error on Jake Bird. That was wide left, and no chance that Tavar was going to catch that. Wow. He would have been out. He had plenty of time to throw it, too. He had plenty of time to throw it. Plenty of time. And so runners are on at the corners, and there is a mound visit as the pitching coach is going to have a conversation here with Stallings and Bird. Bryce Harper's up. Let's go, Bryce. Wakey, wakey. I like that. Wakey, wakey. An E1. The tying runs at first, and Harper is going to step on into the box. Schwarber is in the on-deck circle, and here comes Bryce Harper. 2 for 3 with a pair of singles and an RBI as well. First pitch to Harper, wide for ball 1. And he takes it way off the plate. Charge! 1 ball, no strikes to Harper. The windup and the pitch outside and high for ball 2. Looks like he doesn't want to have anything to deal with Bryce. Bird has gone 2/3 of an inning. He's given up a hit. He also had an error as well. 2-0 is the count to Harper. And the toss back to first, and Turner is safe as he gets his hand in there. 610-314-0844. That is the phone number to call on into the show after the game is done, or leave a text message or a voicemail. 2-0 pitch to Harper. It's a strike. He takes a curveball on the upper third of the zone. Let's go. White batting gloves for Bryce. Can he tie the knots or give the Phillies the lead here? 2-1 pitch, and here it comes. Foul ball. JT was up, he would hit into a triple play. But he's not up, so let's not put that in our minds. Marsh at third. Turner at first. The 2-2 pitch to Harper, and he lines it foul. And now to play. JJ, I bet on the Phillies as underdogs when they were down 2-0. 500 for 2 grand slams, $100 donation, and 5 gifted subs at the Fightins win. Oh, dude, you're insane. You're insane, says Deborah. What's up, Deborah? How you doing? 2-2 pitch to Harper. There's a fly ball. It's hit out over towards straightaway center field. Tagging up from third is going to be Brandon Marsh. The catch is going to be made. The throw to home plate. They'll test the arm, and the throw is not in time. It's cut off, and it's now 3-2 Colorado. And Harper gets his second RBI of the game. Small ball. It works. Here's Kyle Schwarber at the plate. Turner still is at first, and the first pitch to Kyle. There's a ground ball hit over to second base. The throw to shortstop. There's one. The throw back to first in time for a 4-6-3 double play. And that's going to end the inning. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. Phillies down 3-2 to the Rockies. All right. And so it is time for trivia. I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question, and if you get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, on the other hand, you will hear this. Okay. I may have asked this before. Does anybody know who has the most pinch hits in Phillies all-time history? Anybody know? Anybody know who has the most pinch hits in Phillies franchise history? Lucky you guys aren't down by 2 still, says Nathaniel. Well, the Rockies are also lucky that they're also not trailing. Dirt Diggler. Nope. Anybody know? Rollins. Pinch hits. Pinch hits. That means that you got to come off the bench. Matt Stairs. Willy Wonka. Good try. Greg Gross. Yes, Greg Gross has 117 career pinch hits with the Philadelphia Phillies and holds the franchise record for most pinch hit at-bats and walks, according to MLB.com. He is also 5th on MLB's all-time list in career pinch hits with 143 total. Good one, right? I try. What can I say? I was thinking about Greg Dobbs the other day. Another pinch hitter, another famous pinch hitter that the Phillies used a lot. If anybody remembers Greg Dobbs, he was one of my favorite players growing up. Lost my signal and missed the question. Excuses. Just kidding. So Greg Gross has the most pinch hits in Phillies franchise history with 117. Dude was awesome. That'd be my era. Yes. RVN says Michael Jordan. When he played baseball? No, I'm kidding. Joe Ross is going to pitch. 4.87 ERA. He has not pitched since last Sunday. I'm not even joking. First pitch, line drive down the right field line, and that's going to be fair. And Castellanos gets on over to it. It's a single. And so a leadoff single to start off the bottom of the 7th. Look how happy and optimistic we are to be losing. Well, a lot of the games are done, so this is why people keep coming on. When you have games that are done or not a lot of action going on and you get more attention, we have more chatters. It's great. You would have guessed Del Unser? The pitch. It's bunted over towards the mound, and the sacrifice will be complete as the throw over to first is in time. And so going over to second base will be Tyler Freeman. Amador able to get the bunt down. That's what you call a really nice bunt. And a good play by Harper, too, actually. Do you like college sports? I do. I don't follow them as much, but I do like to watch college sports. Gross has a 1980 World Series ring. He does. The pitch to Stallings, swing and a miss. What's up, Nathaniel? Guys, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button as well. We go live for every Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, but we also do Sunday Night Baseball as well. 0-1 pitch. Foul back towards the screen. Excuse me. Sorry. There's an article from MLB.com for the best pinch hitters in Phillies history, and they say that Del Unser is number 1. Number 2 is Greg Gross. Number 3 is Greg Dobbs. 4 is John Mayberry. Really? And 5 is Tommy Hutton. I don't know. I would put Tommy Hutton over John Mayberry Jr. 1 ball, 2 strikes. John Mayberry Jr. really is a... I mean, was it really just for the 2009 season? John Mayberry Jr. here may surprise people, but he posted impressive numbers as a pinch hitter. He ranks 30th in pinch hit plate appearances in franchise history. He hit .295 as a pinch hitter. What? Would have never guessed that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 7th, 1 out. Never forget the grand slam. Del Unser, in this article, he's the best. He's considered to be the best pinch hitter. And this article was written in 2020 by Todd Zalecki. Why would you put Mayberry 4th, though? Two balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. And the pitch. And it's fouled off. Unser had 2 stints with the Phillies. He was here from 73 to 74. And 79 to 82. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch is taken off the plate. Would you say that John Mayberry Jr. was the 4th best pinch hitter in Phillies franchise history? That's crazy. I think. 3-2 pitch. That's going to be flied out over towards straightaway center field. Marsh gets under it, gets a good read on it, makes the grab. The throw is going to be drawn over to third base. It's cut off by the shortstop, Trey Turner. And tagging up from second, going over to third base, is Doyle. I think Jason Joseph is the best pinch hitter of all time. Aww. But I start on here. RB pinch hits for me, and so does Mike Sports Vibes. So you think I'm better as a pinch? No, I'm kidding. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I appreciate you. I just had to bust your chops. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. 2 outs. A runner on at third, and the pitch. It's outside to Jordan Beck. I was just thinking about Loser by Beck. Is that his walk-up song? 1-0. Foul ball. JJ, why do you think that they bench Marsh? He's literally my second favorite Philly player, says Deborah. Well, Deborah, they bench him because he has to make the hair wet. He doesn't always do that now. Hair has to be wet. He has to get the gel in. 1-1. It's outside for ball 2. And also, he should probably try to hit lefties better. I don't know. That's just my guess. 2 balls, 1 strike. I do like Brandon Marsh. I do. 2-1. It's outside for ball 3. I wish he was playing better, though. Need big pitcher energy right now. Well. 3-1. There's a ground ball hit over to third base. Bomazzi throws it on the run over to first. It's in time. We're going to the 8th inning. Phillies are down 3-2 to the Rockies. Castellanos, JT, and Bohm are coming up. Phillies are down to their final 6 outs. Where's Michael at? Did Michael go to bed? Where's Michael? I haven't seen him on here tonight. Because he forgot the plastic bench covers the dugouts. Oh, is that why, John? Is that why? Super B-Boy, what's up? Magic 8-ball time. Magic conch shell. What shall we do now? Nothing. Please tell me you've never watched SpongeBob. Please. Where's Scott, says John? I don't know. He's not here right now. Can I take a message? Frank says, I just got home. How's Freeland doing? Is he still in? Is he in? No, he's not in. I could take a message for him, too. Tell him to get back in the game. You can't. That's the rules of baseball. It's not basketball. It's not football. It's not hockey. It's baseball. In spring training, you can do that, though, and I really did not know that. Kyle Freeland went 5 1/3. He did allow 7 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and he struck out 6 batters. In case you are wondering. We will come back and win the game. All hail the Magic Conch. Nothing. Try saying it louder. Can I have something to eat? No. Top of the 8th. Nobody out. Phillies are coming up. If you're not laughing, you ain't living, as one of my friends would say on this platform. Can Squidward have this delicious super duper sandwich? No. Can I have some of this delicious super duper sandwich? Here's Castellanos. Top of the 8th. And the first pitch to Nick. Swing and a miss. Got a splitter that was inside. Seth Halverson is going to pitch. Has a 3.50 ERA and 18 innings of work. 1 homer allowed. 0-1 pitch to Casty. He breaks his bat, flares it out to center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. And that's the second time today that a Phillies hitter has broken a bat and has gotten on base. Maybe that's how they wake up. You got to break bats. Break the barrels. The barrel breakers of Broad Street. No, maybe not. I've had it on and saw it for 2 minutes at my brother's house. That's as much as I could take before I felt like I was going to have a panic attack. Watching SpongeBob? What? Oh, gosh. The pitch is inside. Sanchez. Magic Conch. Can I have some run support? Can I have some run support? No. One ball, no strikes to JT. Next pitch, and it's a wild pitch, and Casty goes over to second. The tying run is in scoring position now. It was not even close. And Stallings just couldn't even block that. 2 balls, no strikes, tying run at second. Can the Phillies tie the knot here? The 2-0 pitch to JT. It misses inside for ball 3. Scott's here. What's up, Scott? Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Patrick. Mayonnaise is not an instrument. Horseradish is not an instrument either. 3 balls, no strikes. And the next pitch to JT. It catches the outer third of the zone at 99 miles per hour. Please no Wes Wilson. Well, we have a ways to go before that happens. Here's the 3-1 to JT. And he fouls it off. That was ball 4. Oh, man. Casty's at second. He's singled and advanced on a wild pitch. Halverson with the payoff pitch to JT. It's inside. Did he go, though? They say that he did. And he did, and he knew it. Come on, JT. Hey, he definitely did go around. He did. You know it. The pitch was inside. Here's Alec Bohm. Flied out to left his last time up, and he takes the first pitch outside for a ball. It was a 3-0 count, too. At least it wasn't a double play. Please and thank you. I was on magic mushrooms, so that may have been the problem, JJ. I got you. That's understandable. The 1-0 to Alec. Swing and a miss. That was at 100 miles per hour, and he wanted that. He did. One ball, one strike. Halverson kicks and delivers, and that almost got by Stallings, but almost does not count. That was at 101 miles per hour. We are reaching the 11 o'clock hour. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tying run at second. The 2-1 to Bohm. Fly ball hit out over towards deep center field. That's going back over towards the track, and it is gone! Alec Bohm sends one out to deep center, and it goes 422 feet, and the Phillies take the lead! The last time he was up, it just stayed in the yard. And this time, it goes out. I didn't even think it was going to go. That just kept carrying. Here comes Sosa in the pitch. It's taken in there for strike 1. Ed just got out, and it looked like Doyle was going to try to leap up and make the catch, and he could not do so. Just ran out of room. Goodbye. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch, swing and a miss at 101 again. Yes, sir. No balls, 2 strikes. Sosa's in the box. 2 for 3 he is tonight. The 0-2. Ground ball, base hit into right field in between the 3-4 hole, and the Phillies get another base runner. Let's go. And Max Kepler is going to pinch hit for Wes Wilson. Charge! Phillies got the lead 4-3 against the Rockies, and I think that's going to be it. Let's see. Nope, they're going to keep him out there. They're just going to talk to him. Rockies' money line now is at plus 380. Phillies own the 8th inning. Sean Fitzpatrick says, steal a bag. Don't commit any crimes, but stealing a bag would be kind of nice here. That was the 3rd homer of the season for Alec Bohm. And his 15th and 16th RBI. I am staying on after the game. Yes, sir. We got a post-game show after this. And we'll talk all about it. Kepler's in the box. 1 out, top of the 8th inning. And Alverson kicks and delivers. And the pitch to Kepler, fly ball, hit out over towards right field. That's going to stay in the yard. The catch will be made by Freeman. And there is out number 2. Kepler's stats as a pinch hitter, not so good. Who's my favorite college basketball team? If I were to choose one, probably be Villanova. That's probably who it would be. There's Brandon Marsh. 2 gone in the top of the 8th. And the toss bat to first. Sosa is safe. The nameless one says, let Walker close. He's not. He's going to pitch Wednesday. So why would they have him throw? He's pitching Wednesday. You probably didn't know that. The pitch to Marsh. Ground ball off of the shoe tops of the pitcher, and everybody's going to be safe as Sosa goes over to second. Man, they've been hitting... They've been getting some hits on the top of the hill, and that's just been hitting the pitcher, man. That's like the 3rd time that that's happened today. Maybe they should be wearing bodysuits out there. I don't know. My favorite college basketball team is the Philadelphia Phillies. Good job. All right. Runners on at first and second. Insurance. Insurance, man. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And that's what the Phillies could use right now. We are not sponsored by Geico, but they need the help. So 2 out, Scott Alexander is warming up in the bullpen. Magic conch shell. Will the Phillies get another run in this inning? I don't know. Okay. Here's Trey Turner. Turner, 2 for 4 with a single, a triple, and a run. First pitch to Trey, swing and a miss. That thing climbed up the ladder and went at 100 miles per hour. How about the Diamondbacks spanking the Dodgers 7-0 so far in the top of the 3rd? Wow. No balls, 1 strike to Trey. And here's the windup and the pitch to Turner. Fly ball hit out over towards right center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. It gets by the center fielder. The right fielder's going to back him up. They're saying, run home, baby. Run home, Marsh. And he does. A 2-run double by Trey Turner. And the Phillies are up 6-3. They own the 8th inning. And the magic conch shell says yes. Let's go. That's how you do it, Trey. And he is over at third. Halverson's day is done. Let's go. The magic conch. That's great. Oh, it's beautiful. Am I still going to be doing Villanova hockey games? I don't know yet. I have no clue. I would love to. I would love to do that next year. I don't know if they're going to bring me back or not. But yeah, that was fun. That was great. I have no clue. I will let you know once I find out, though. Probably won't be till the summer. Let's go. Let's go, baby. 6-3 Phils. And Bryce Harper is coming up. Turner, if he gets one more at bat, he needs a homer to get the cycle. And that would be his fourth time. The fourth time that he has gotten the cycle. Just saying. I'm just saying. Deborah, good to see Marsh hit against the worst baseball team in MLB history. Gotta start somewhere. Says MVP. Hey. She likes Marsh. Come on. It's all right. I'm happy that he got a hit. Let's just all agree on that. Let's not fight. Let's go. Cody says, lol. One more at-bat, Trey could get a cycle. Jinx! And I'll give it to you. You said it first, I guess. Even though I didn't look. I'll give it to you. I will give that to you. JJ, you must invoke the magic conch every time the Phillies are losing in the 7th or later. It's beautiful. It's great. I think a triple is the hardest to get for the cycle. I think so, too. But for Trey, it looked flawless when he was running over to third. Here's Bryce Harper, and he checks his swing, but he grounds it foul. The Phillies have exploded in this 8th inning for 4 runs and lead at 6-3 against the Rockies. Sean Alexander's pitching. They decided to go with a lefty here against Harper. 0-1 pitch to Bryce. He'll ground this one back up the middle. It's played on a bounce, and the throw to first is in time. But the Phillies do lead it by 3. We're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Bohm at a 2-run homer, and Trey Turner at a 2-run double. And so, Phillies up 6-3 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Marsh is our friend, guys. So he needs a homer. It's impossible. It's impossible. Nothing is impossible. Phillies are tied with the Mets. If they win, they're back in first place in the NL East. 6 more outs. Can they hang on? Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We also have a post-game show, folks. If you guys want to leave me a voicemail, 610-314-0844. You can also text the hotline, or you can call in as we are live during the post-game show. You can do that, too. It's going to be a late one. These are going to be late games, and we do appreciate you. Leave it to Bryce to kill the momentum, says American Citizen. JJ, did the gorilla episode scare you? It didn't. For me, the gorilla episode, now that we're talking about SpongeBob, it didn't scare me. It annoyed me, though. That was with Patchy the Pirate, right? I think that was a Patchy the Pirate episode. That was a weird one. Romano's coming in. Oh, boy. Not going to lie. And I ain't going to say it. He's been pitching better. That's all I'll say. Hit the like button, folks. Mods, how many likes do we have? We have 321 people tuning on in. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, man. 68% of you agree that Mick Abel should go to the bullpen. You're all on my side. The 32% of you are not. Carlos Hernandez is going to pitch. It's not Romano. Hernandez is pitching. Oh, boy. I feel even better. The pitch is fouled off. That was sarcasm. Let's go. Hernandez with a 6.35 ERA, 15 strikeouts in 17 innings. His ERA over the last 7 days is at a 10.8. Just at a 10.8. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled off. No balls, 2 strikes, and here's the pitch. It's popped up. It's hit out towards the right field side. It's going out of play, though, as Casty runs out of room. I did too. Oh, 2 pitch. That thing is going to be popped up out over towards right field, and Castellanos will make the catch. And 1 gone in the bottom of the 8th. Romano's been fine. Hernandez, not so much, says Larry. ERA's better lower right. Pitch, Nats outside. This is what I'm gonna hold on to, though. In this last outing, he went 1 inning and he had a strikeout. Okay, that's all I'll say. 1 out, and the pitch is fouled back towards the screen. As somebody on our channel would say, it's still a pig at the end of the day. That's okay. We'll cover. We'll work around it. 1-1 pitch. Nats in there for strike 2. Or it's actually, that's outside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Hernandez fires again, and that's outside for ball 3. This is Hunter Goodman up to bat. 3-1 pitch. A fastball that's fouled away by Goodman. Putting lipstick on a Hernandez. Yeah, there you go. Thanks. That's what I was looking for. Payoff pitch from Hernandez. Fly ball hit out over towards right center field. Marsh drifts towards his left side. Runs for it and makes the grab by the letters for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. And that'll bring up Miguel Taglia. Bacon, pork chops, ham. It's all a pig at the end of the day. I love you guys, man. I really do. The pitch is fouled off over towards the third base side, and it goes out of play. Magic Concho. Will Cristopher Sanchez get run support? No. That made me laugh, Larry. The other comment made me laugh too, though. Two outs. Here's the pitch from Hernandez. Swing and a miss on a splitter at 88 miles per hour. Giants and Royals are scoreless, and they're in the bottom of the 6th already. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Carlos Hernandez gets a 1-2-3 inning. Just what the doctor ordered. And we're heading to the 9th. Schwarber, Casty, and JT are due up in the batting order. Sosa gets credit for the win if we hang on. And Bohm, actually. Alec Bohm might just be the MVP for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. Angels are taking on the Athletics. The Angels just swept the Dodgers. Angels lead 4-2, but the Athletics at bases loaded. Sean says, Schwarber to start off the ninth, please and thank you. Is that for a bet, or is that because you like the Phillies, or is that for both? Or do you just want Schwarber to hit a home run because you like Schwarber? Or is it all three? Nick is due for something here. Is he? I think he is. I do think you're right. Don't forget to call on into the show after the game. You can also leave a voicemail message. Mods, if you could post the phone number, 610-314-0844. No bet, just personal gratification. If he doesn't homer, I'm going to cry. No, just kidding. Starters had another good day. They have the second best ERA in all of baseball, the rotation. They're the best in baseball. Them and the Tigers are 1 and 2. No Discord tonight. Haven't done Discord in a couple of weeks. Maybe tomorrow. Here's the pitch. It's taken for a ball. Home run, home run, home run. Still Turner, but Bohm and Sanchez second and third in MVP placement. Okay. 1-0 pitch to Kyle. Here it comes. That's off the plate. Sean Alexander's still pitching. Jeez. The 2-0 to Kyle. And that was inside, according to the umpire. And they tried to appeal to see if he went around. He did not. That was in there. The 3-0 to Schwarber. And that fastball, according to Ron Kolpa, was a strike. And it was. It was down the middle. Kirkering and Banks are warming up in the bullpen. The 3-1 to Schwarber, and he fouls that one off. LA Frogers are getting swept at home. Says American Citizen. It's a sick name, by the way. 3-2 to Schwarber. Fly ball hit out to deep right field. It's not coming back. It's gone. Into the second deck it goes, and it bounces over the rail and goes into the first row. That was 466 feet, and it was a bomb indeed. Thanks, Kyle. Says Sean. Here's Nick Castellanos, and the first pitch that he takes is for ball one, and that was number 300 for Kyle Schwarber. Oh, I forgot that. Number 300, baby. Let's go, Kyle Schwarber. The pitch to Casti, line drive, base it out to left field. Bad timing for us as Castellanos gets on with a single. And so that's how he gets aboard. JT Realmuto wouldn't have gotten out in any other ballpark. The first pitch to JT, it's going to bounce away from the catcher. And so Stallings actually finds it now. And Casti stays put at first. Sean did call it. Well, no, he said, can you hit a home run? He didn't say he's going to hit a home run. He said, can you? 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. There's a difference. Still Turner, but Schwarber and Bohm and Sanchez are tied for second. The 1-1. That's inside and low for ball 2. Pay that man, please. Two balls, one strike to JT. And the pitch to Realmuto. He'll chop this one over to third base. McMahon has it. Throws it over to first, and that's all he's going to get. As Casty heads over to second. Best live stream, hands down. Thank you so much because you make listening to the game so exciting, says Jason. Appreciate you. We love you, Jason. Woo! Love you, man. Thanks so much for coming on here. We cover the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles, and we do Sunday Night Baseball. The pitch to Bohm. Fly ball hit out over towards center field. It's going to be caught right on the nose. And there's out number 2. He wanted that. It was right down the middle. Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles. People were like, well, you do the Sixers and the Eagles too? And I'm like, yes. I know it seems like I'm live for the Phillies every single day. But yeah, I do them as well. And we'll do some Flyers games next year. Here's Edmundo Sosa, and he actually swung on and missed at the pitch, and they hit him right on the foot, it looked like. Edmundo today 3 for 4 with 3 singles and a run scored. Can he get on with another hit here? The pitch, and he swings and misses at another changeup that was also in the dirt. After the game is done, calling into the postgame show. You can also call in now. I'm just not going to answer, but you can leave a voicemail message, or you can text 610-314-0844. That is the play-by-play with JJ hotline. Here's the windup and the 0-2, and Sosa takes it in the dirt. Seema Fox. Did your husband hit the like button? Shorebomb to start the 9th, please and thank you, is what Sean Fitzpatrick said. Called it. Well, he responded. 1-2 the Sosa. Fly ball hit out over the left field, and it is gone! It just got out, and it bounced over the wall. It hit the top of the fence. It was a laser, and it's now 9-3, Philadelphia. Let's go. Somebody called that. That's for sure. Somebody did call that, yes. Attaboy, Sosa. The pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Sean, you are the man. He's the MVP of this game, seriously. No balls, 1 strike. He probably just walked off the stream and was like, yep, I'm a fortune teller. 0-1, it's outside and low for a ball. Stop spoiling the chat, Sean. What are you doing? No spoilers. Somebody time him out. Just kidding. 1-1. Line drive down the left field line. That's a fair ball. And the left fielder will cut it on off. That's back. Kepler's going to go to second. The throw is off the line. And another extra base hit for Philadelphia. Wow, so Trey Turner could bat. Oh my gosh, Trey Turner could actually get the cycle. That's crazy. Turner could actually get the cycle. Rojas is up, and Trey Turner is now in the on-deck circle. We need Trey to hit the homer to get the cycle for the 4th time of his career. Oh, sorry, Marsh is up. I forgot he pinched hit for Rojas. Deborah, we all saw your promise. We're spanking them, Jose says. Let's go. 9-3 Phillies. They have put up 8 runs in the last 3 innings. 2 outs. Get Turner up. The pitch to Marsh. Ground ball. Hit over to second base, and the throw over to first is in time. And that is going to be it for the Phillies. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. It's 9-3 Philadelphia as Schwarber hits a homer and Edmundo Sosa leaves the yard as well. Okay. Well, we can't have it all, can we? We can't have it all. But it's okay. I'll take 9 runs. It's so embarrassing that the Phillies can only put up like 1 run against the Rockies. It's so embarrassing. How can you do that versus an 8-win team? They should be embarrassed. What an embarrassing team. Crazy. What are they going to say now? First place is coming for us soon. 3 more outs to go, and the Phillies are back in first place in the NL East. Let's go. We could. I hope the bullpen has other plans rather than that. Phillies bats always wait to get hot in the games, huh? They stink. They lost to the worst team in baseball. Where are those people at? Let's go. Against an 8-win team, it shouldn't count unless we win by 10. At least 10. If the Dodgers lose, we're number 1 in the NL. Is that true? Let's look at the standings. Yeah, you're right. If the Dodgers do lose, Phillies are going to be half a game behind Detroit. Well, 1.5 behind Detroit. And they would be, yeah. You're right about that. And the Dodgers are losing 7-1. That game is still in the bottom of the 4th. Here we go. Banks is going to pitch. That's outside and high for a ball. 1-0 pitch. That's fouled back. It was me who said it. I was wrong. You were right. It's okay. I understand. I love trolling with you guys because you guys troll with me, so I love it. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brenton Doyle. And here's the pitch, swing and a miss at 91 miles per hour. Call me out, Jay. I was frustrated. It's okay. I get it. I understand. I do. 1-2 pitch. That's fouled away. I get it. Banks gets set at the letters again. And here's the 1-2 pitch. And there's a fly ball hit out towards center field. Marsh tracks it down. 1 away. Hit right to him. He said, "Come to Papa." And he squeezed it. He said, "I got it." Somebody's going to cut that. Somebody's going to cut that. And they're going to make a meme out of it. 1 out, bottom of the 9th, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. If you didn't see that, you got to go back. 0-1. It's low and outside for a ball. This is Ryan McMahon, who has gone hitless tonight. He's 0 for 3 with a pair of groundouts and a strikeout. And the 1-1 pitch is up high for ball 2. The Marlins came back and beat the Cubs. Wow. They came back and won. Next pitch fouled off. The Twins game just got suspended. They will finish that, I assume, tomorrow. 2-2 pitch. It's going to bounce in the dirt for ball 3. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. We got 320 people tuning on in. We got to get to 200 likes. How many are we at? We're at 177. Let's get to 200. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Out number 2. Cha-ching. Bullseye. And the Rockies are down to their final out. Here's the pitch. It's outside and low for ball 1. Enter panicking because we're coming for that number 1 spot. One more out to go. Let's go. 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the pitch. It's fouled away. One pitch. There's a fly ball hit out towards center field. Marsh backs up over towards the track. He has room, makes the grab. Back to first place the Phillies go in the NL East. Ring the bell. The Phillies win and beat the Rockies 9-3. Let's go, baby. We're back where we belong. Praise the Jolly Roger. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Nice. Very good win. All right. I got a post-game show. We're going to break it all down. And we'll see you in a little bit, man. Just overall thoughts. Yeah, nice win. Let's try to take game 2 tomorrow. The runs, better late than ever, but guess what? They got the runs. Edmundo Sosa's swing was nice. Kyle Schwarber, man. That guy is a tank. That guy is the real deal. 300th career homer, man. I'm sorry, that's a milestone. That's a milestone. And Edmundo Sosa with the 4 hits. That was nice. Trey Turner almost got the cycle. I mean, this was a good win. And again, Bryce Harper didn't even play well. Scary. Good win by this team. Yeah. I'm not going to get overly hyped, but it was a good win. If you guys are not going to stay on for the postgame show, I understand. It's 11:30 at night. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out. Spread the word. Hit the subscribe button as well. But yeah, we will be back on for the postgame show in just 3 minutes. Okay, just give me 3 minutes. You can call on in too. If you want to give me your thoughts, 610-314-0844. That is the phone number. Cristopher Sanchez also did pitch in this game. Let's give him a shout out as well. He pitched very, very well. And yeah, I'll see you very, very soon. Don't go anywhere. BRB.
graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled it out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Magic Conch Shell. Can the Phillies get 9 runs? Magic Conch Shell. Can Kyle Schwarber homer? Magic Conch Shell. Can Edmundo Sosa go 4 for 5 today? All the answers were yes, and it worked. But all jokes aside, man. Good win by the Phillies. Very good win. And again, if you guys want to call in into the show, 610-314-0844. That is the phone number. That is how you get on in. First and foremost, this is where I want to start off with. Okay, I don't want this. I know it's going to get swept under the carpet, but Cristopher Sanchez pitched very well. If Cristopher Sanchez doesn't pitch you this gem, you are not in a position to win. I know it's the Rockies. The Rockies have not had a good season at all whatsoever. They're 31 games now under 500. But let's call it a spade. Let's call a spade a spade. Cristopher Sanchez, besides the couple of hits, the one hit that he gave up to Jordan Beck, and the home run that he allowed to Tovar, and the RBI double as well. Other than that, he looked pretty good. He did pretty much what you expected him to do. And to just to watch him at this point, just be as automatic as he is, it's special, and he was great. Again, 7 strikeouts, 5 hits allowed, no walks. None. Again, had a couple of mistakes, but he puts you in a position to succeed, and you're not winning this game if it weren't for Cristopher Sanchez. The bullpen looked good. Joe Ross went an inning, allowed 1 hit. Carlos Hernandez, if there was a time to put him on in, I guess it was this game against this type of a team. 1 inning, 1 strikeout. Banks closed it out in the 9th. It was really just a stress-free game up until really past the 6th inning or so, the 7th inning, I'll say. You could just kick your feet up, and then the Phillies did what they did. I was on the high yesterday. I'm not going to be on the high today, but I will tell you this. Did they take a step forward today? They did. I wanted the main goal from this series, to me, was for the offense to get right. I thought if there was a series that you could take advantage of and you could actually hit home runs and get your swing back, I thought that this was the series to do it. Kyle Schwarber, nuke. Edmundo Sosa, 4 for 5. Another home run. Boom. I didn't think that thing was going to leave the yard, but good for him. Good for him. He hit it to the deepest part of the ballpark, too. And Doyle thought maybe he had a chance to track it down and get it, and he did not. Cassie, 2 for 5. Trey Turner, triple, double, single, 2 RBI. It's great. Harper did go 2 for 4. I made it seem like he slumped today. But no, he had a RBI bloop single, and he also had another a 2-run. No, he had an RBI bloop single, and then he had another RBI base hit as well. Yeah, the offense from the 7th inning on did great. I actually thought that Rob managed a very good game today, if you want that to be a positive. I thought that Rob Thompson pressed all the right buttons today, and he was another reason why you were able to win this game. I did. There's not a lot of times where I do say that, but I liked, again, I know that he's not going to do this with the everyday players, but for him to pinch hit with Max Kepler and for him to pinch hit with Brandon Marsh, boy, did that work. The bullpen moves were the right ones, and he didn't let Cristopher Sanchez in there for too long. I thought that 89 pitches for him was fine, and when he took him out, I was okay with it. I didn't really have a problem with that at all whatsoever. Thought Rob managed a very good game overall today, and good for him for doing that too. This series, to me, there's not a lot of series that you should be able to sweep, but this you should. You should. You should sweep this team. And you need to be putting up runs. This is batting practice for you. Or close to it. I don't want to say it's batting practice, but, because I don't want to try to make it seem like I'm taking a shot at the Rockies, but they're just not a good team. They're not. I got to call it like it is. There's a reason why they're 8-39. They're really struggling. And so you got to get right in this series here. You need to be hitting home runs. You need to be getting on with extra base hits. This is how you boost your confidence. And this could snowball into going into the Oakland series, which is another team where you should be. You should beat that team. So you got to rack up the wins if you want to continue to increase your record in the standings. And it sounds cliche. That sounds stupid when you hear it, I know. But when you do play the Mets, when you do play the Dodgers, you're going to lose games. And that could be the difference. If you're not able to get up a win against this team, that could cost you. Where you don't have as much leeway. We took advantage of some really bad pitches from this Rockies team. Doyle's missed playing a fly ball out in center field. Trey Turner grounds out over to the pitcher, Jake Bird, and he throws it over to second base, and it's a wild throw. They fired their manager after really, really bad seasons that he had, and they finally got rid of him, and they thought that maybe that could boost the confidence for this team. No. They're in shambles. And you took advantage. You didn't take advantage until late, but you did. You did take advantage, and I'm happy with that. I'm not waving the pom-poms. I'm not celebrating. You got a job to do. Sweep this team. Pound them. Knock them out. Punch them in the jaw and make them feel that. That's my mindset. Again, 610-314-0844. How do you feel about this? I think that this was a good win. And again, I'm not getting overly excited, not getting overly high, but a good win by this team. I will get to your comments, and we will talk more about this game in a little bit. But again, if you guys want to come on in, if you guys want to give me your thoughts, you can. I don't really think I'm going to, stay on too long tonight because I do have to get up. I do have to be up at like 4:30 in the morning. But if you want to come on in, you can. You're more than welcome to talk to us. How about that Kyle Schwarber nuke, by the way? I think that thing is still landing. That baseball was crushed. That was a nuke. Kyle Schwarber now is 11th amongst active players in career homers. It's pretty cool. All right, let's get on in. Let's talk more about it. Let's do this. Even it's perfect timing. You didn't have to listen to JJ drone on for 3 hours. Thanks. Talk is cheap, but defamation can be expensive. Yeah, whatever that means. Yeah. Harper earning that money with those RBI blue singles. Hey, got to do something. He contributed. How about those broken bat singles from Trey Turner and Nick Castellanos? I think I called them, the broken bat bombers, Broad Street Bombers or something. I heard Topper hangs on JJ's every word from JJ. Yeah. But no, seriously, how do you guys feel after this win? Thought it was the right move to take out Wes Wilson. Thought it was the right move to take out Yohan Rojas. And Marsh came in, did his job. Rob pressed the right buttons today. Didn't get in the way. Now, of course, he has a better team. But I got to call a spade a spade. He managed a pretty good game today. Might have learned something. How much do you pay to give Topper one good swift kick? I thought the Rockies were a lot rockier than this. You had that extra set of gloves on the whole time. Duh, it's the Rockies. No, I never got to meet them, Jason. Never got to meet them. We're in first place. Life is good. Yeah. Plain and simple. Winning is nice. And when you're beating teams that you should be beating, you're doing your job. Do your job again tomorrow. Do it the day after that. And do it the day after that. And that would be satisfactory. Maybe the Rockies are just really unlucky. Yeah. I'm sure that there's going to be quotes that Rob's going to say, but I really don't have much. I thought that the Phillies did their job, and that's pretty much it. I like the box score. The box score looks really nice. But the Rockies, I was upset when the Phillies played against the Nationals and they beat the Nationals. They ended up winning in the end. They relied on the Nationals to be bad. Remember that game? And I don't want to be this negative here, but I want you to understand where I'm coming from. They blew it in the ninth inning, and the Nationals stunk a little bit more. The misjudged fly ball. Bohm tagging up. He would have been out at the plate. And it was a drop ball from Ruiz, Kybert Ruiz. And then we go into Friday night against Pittsburgh. And the Pittsburgh Pirates you didn't really deserve to win that game. The Pirates gave you a lot, or the Pirates just were choking, and they didn't do so well. I thought tonight that the Rockies didn't do well, but then after that error occurred, the Phillies really made them pay. They punched them right in the jaw after that error occurred. And it wasn't like there were errors left and right. They weren't walking the bases loaded. They weren't doing those types of things. It wasn't that egregious where they just gave the game away to the Phillies. Did they give the game away a little bit? Maybe. But the Phillies actually took advantage and they were pounding the baseball, is what I've been really trying to say all along. And I liked that. I did. First 4-hit game for Sosa since 2021. I'll take that too. It's great. I still think it's sad Phillies have no lefties in the minors that could be brought up to replace Jose Alvarado. They're going to have to get creative. That's a conversation to me for another day. Because right now I'm focused on the win. But you're right. This needs to be the time where they experiment with these types of things. I kind of want Max Lazar to pitch tonight. Lazar was called up. This would have been a good night for him to pitch. But could I be mad that Hernandez pitched? I guess that they're in love with him, so I kind of expected it. So I don't know. There's not really much that I can say about that. They did their job. They did their job. All right, that's it for me. Unless you guys want to call in into the show, you can. Should have beaten the Cardinals if Aaron Nola didn't have the meltdown. Yeah. But again, we should have lost to the Nationals when we had our meltdown there too. That's baseball. It happens. There's games that you should have won. There's things, and then there's games that you should have lost. The game on Friday against the Pirates, we should have lost that game. So, all right, that's it. Love you all. Catch you all in the next one. See you all tomorrow night. I think I'm actually going to come on stream a little bit early, and I think I'm going to do like an afternoon pod because I have other things that are also on my mind, and we'll talk more about the Jose Alvarado. I kind of want to I want to go around the horn with the Philly sports teams tomorrow afternoon. Maybe we'll go for a walk or something and have a convo and do a video about that. But yeah, all right, short and sweet tonight. Nothing too lengthy. After coming off of a very big high from Nick Abel, Phillies brought us back down. And it wasn't like it was a bad performance. This was just what I expected. All right? Love you. Good night. Lila Tov. Catch you all in the next one.